Hey everybody, it's John Ackerman here from NCSY Pulse, and I wanted to introduce this very special episode of the podcast. We spent the day at Ridgewood JSU in Ridgewood, New Jersey, had an absolute blast. The teens were phenomenal, really incredible up-and-coming Jewish leaders here. Some of them not Jewish leaders, but allies to our Jewish teens, and really a great group of kids. They were well-spoken, and they really had a lot of interesting insights about what Jewish life is like for them in a public school, some of the challenges that they face and some of the support that they get, what it's like to be a JSU leader on the ground today in a public school. So I'm really excited about this episode. I think you're going to find what they have to say really interesting and really inspiring. And we're hoping that this is the first of many NCSY Pulse live shows from JSU clubs. And would love to hear what you think of it. Shoot us an email at pulse@ncsy.org, or you can message us on Instagram at NCSY Pulse. We would love to hear from you. And without further ado, let's hear from Ridgewood JSU. Hey, it's John Ackerman with NCSY Pulse. We are back. We are live at Ridgewood High School JSU. I'm sitting with my new friends, Julia and Elad. Welcome to the show, guys.
Woo!
Very little coaching. That was amazing. We didn't have to tell them to do that beforehand at all. Okay, so Julia and Elad, welcome to NCSY Pulse. It's really exciting to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Really, really nice. Let's start. I just want to get a little backstory from both of you. Elad, we'll start with you because you mentioned before we got started here that you were at the President's Conference with JSU earlier in the year, and that we were supposed to interview you, but we neglected to do so. So this is your big second chance. Not everybody gets like a second chance. So this is great. So Elad, how did you get into JSU? Tell us your origin story. And then I want to get into a little bit, what does this club mean to you?
So me, Julia, and Ethan were the founders and we're the presidents now. Sophomore year, my friend told me from Fairlawn about JSU club, and I said, why don't we have that here? And I went to guidance and we found out that there was no Jewish club at our school. So I reached out to Anya and she was like, you should start one in Ridgewood. So we found a day, and since sophomore year, we've been doing it. And at least for me, it's been kind of just refreshing. Every Thursday, I know that I have a spot guaranteed where I'm just able to be with my friends and just talk about my religion.
Was there any obstacles to getting it started, or the school's pretty easy about getting it going?
Our school is really easy about getting
Okay, that's good. Not everywhere can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have the lovely Miss Friedman. Where is she? But she's somewhere else. But but it's been great.
Okay, amazing. And Julia, how did you get started?
So similarly, me and Elad, we'd known each other for quite a while-ish. And the two of us, one of our, obviously we're best friends just because we're best friends.
Obviously.
But also we had a commonality that we were both Jewish, and we were like, wouldn't it be cool if we could kind of create friendships with other people based on and you're we have a commonality. And it's also just cool, this is a safe space and we get to talk about things and no one's judged. And I just think creating that type of space in a high school, which can be kind of a judgy environment, is just really important to me.
That's amazing. It's really awesome. And when did you guys start this club?
So sophomore year.
Sophomore year, okay. Right, you mentioned that. I mean, it's great. I'm looking around, and it's a nice-sized club. Everybody seems pretty supportive here. Have you guys been, Elad, you mentioned that you were at the President's Conference. I would like to hear from each of you, was there a favorite trip or moment or experience that you've had with JSU so far?
Well, sophomore year,
we all went.
So we all went, the three
really?
of us.
Yes.
So I wasn't able to go this year. Sophomore year, we were able to go, all of us. And I just think it was cool because it was the first year we were starting it. Everyone else kind of was experienced at the President's Convention. So we were able to learn a lot from the other presidents. Just seeing the area, meeting people from all over the country who are just all happen to be Jewish. That was
yeah. Right. I think for me, it was going back, being there sophomore year, I didn't go junior, and then seeing it senior year, just sophomore year, we were the only sophomores there. And then going senior year and just seeing all these people, now being an experienced president, just seeing, because when we went, we had no idea what JSU was even going to be. And kind of just seeing that. And also this year we did a 5K, which I very much enjoyed.
Tell me about the 5K.
I loved it. I run in school, so I enjoyed being the first girl. No, No, but it was great. It was fun, and they were trying to make it not competitive, but everyone brought shoes for it. Like everyone, we were told about it. So
wait, it was for JSU, or
yeah,
it was for,
no,
really?
it was for
Do you deal with other clubs, or is
well,
just
it was it was at the president's conference.
at the president's conference.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
With Rabbi Gorman, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yes.
love Rabbi Gorman.
Yeah.
Fan of the show, Rabbi Gorman, very good friend of mine. That's amazing. So, okay, so you guys are both seniors. What are we doing next year? Do you know yet?
Not yet,
Not
but
yet.
she does.
I got into Wesleyan University.
Wow.
So I'm going there. So
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very cool. Okay, and we are eagerly awaiting your
Eagerly.
We will
your
see.
college acceptance.
We will see.
But you're on the way out. That's so sad. I mean, it's fun for me to meet you, but you guys are almost done your second semester seniors. And this crew here is going to be sort of somebody else's responsibility. If you had a message that you could give to this group here, in terms of, this is your baby, you created it, and now you're going to be handing it to the next generation, what would you want to say to them?
Sure.
I mean, I'll say something. I just have to think.
I would say that this is something special. You're not going to be able to, even in this school where we don't have that big of a population of Jewish students, I think it's something special that we have so many people of different backgrounds be able to come and just, enjoy Jewish culture and not have like a stigma around it that maybe in a lot of other places there might be. And I think it's something special, and it's really worth it to put a lot of effort in this and make it good and just keep it going so other people will be able to enjoy it.
Awesome.
Yeah. I would say cherish the moments that you have being in this club, and also I think participate as much as you can outside of school as well, because it's just really fun to kind of meet other people who are doing this at other schools and see what their experiences are like. So I don't know, connect with others as well through the programs that are offered at JSU.
Okay. You guys were great. Guys, how'd they do? That was very good. Very, very good. Okay.
That was amazing, guys.
That was amazing. See, nothing to it. Not scary at all. Who's next? Okay, I'm here now at Ridgewood JSU with Ella and Fiona. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hi.
They obviously prepared a long time for this, and were not at all nervous to join me up here.
No.
But you guys are members of JSU. You're regulars in the club?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about how you got involved in the club.
Yeah. So basically, my friend Ela, you just interviewed her.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, come. It's okay. I know you're not Jewish, but you can come and support your Jewish friends." I was like, "Okay, why not?" And I just came, and it's really fun. And yeah, it's nice to not eat in the cafeteria.
I'm shocked that one of the benefits of the Jewish Student Union Club is the food.
Yeah.
Shocked. Okay. Ella, what about you?
Also, sort of the same experience through a lot, and then through Julia as well. I heard them talk about it last year a lot, and they were really proud of it. I remember hearing about it, and I remember I was like, "You founded that here?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was crazy hearing about that, and now I'm the age where they founded it, so that's really cool. And I just really enjoy it. I like coming here, and I think I went to the Sky Zone event.
Zone, okay.
And it was
Who doesn't love
fun.
Sky Zone? That makes sense.
And I don't know, I like learning about different cultures, and I have a lot of family and friends that are Jewish, so I just think that it's important to come and show my support for them.
Outstanding. Now, you guys, I'm sure, are aware that this environment is incredible, and it seems supportive and really for different cultures and different people to kind of get along and hang out, which is great. But in the news, I'm sure you've seen that not every school is as easygoing and as supportive as Ridgewood is. And not every group is as supportive and easygoing. What's it like for you guys, to come in here, to say, while we may not be directly Jewish, but we're all friends and we support each other? That's a really powerful and bold statement for you two to make. Do you think about that ever? Or is it just sort of like, well, there's pizza, and so I like pizza, which is fine, because that's why I'm here. I'm here for the pizza. But what's it like, and do you ever think about really this incredible statement?
Yeah, I think definitely what you said applies to this. And I don't just come for the pizza. But I went to kind of an international school growing up.
Okay.
So I was kind of surrounded in this diverse community. And I always found it very important to keep that fire burning and making sure I'm learning about different cultures and different religions, even though I'm not practicing them. So I always kind of found it important to foster what I grew up with. So coming here, I always like to just kind of listen in, even though sometimes I'm not the one contributing to the discussion. I kind of just I like to just figure things out.
That's great. And you would you say you appreciate some of the lessons that are being taught here?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's not just like you're coming here for a lesson, but I'm learning about what my friends do.
Right.
And I want to know like more about what they care about, and on a deeper level. So
Outstanding. Thank you, Fiona.
Yeah, like I've grown up a lot with people who celebrate holidays like Hanukkah and Rosh Hashanah, and I've always like wondered what that was. And then I had a vague idea growing up, but I never really like delve into it. And so then coming here and learning about the stuff like that, and also learning about that it's not just about these religious practices, but it's also about like being Jewish and having a community, and like showing these Jewish values. I think that's really interesting, and I think that even if I'm not Jewish, there are things that I can do that can I can learn from it and enact these things in my life. And I just think that like Fiona said, although most of the time I might not know all the answers to things, I can really appreciate hearing about everyone's experiences.
That is very well said from both of you guys. They're amazing. This is like incredible. You guys are natural.
That was amazing.
You didn't practice before. That was like on the spot.
That was really
no
good.
rehearsal. That was amazing. I would have been like, well, there's pizza, and Nikki's okay, so like I guess but shouts to Nikki behind the camera.
Thanks, John.
Wow. So first of all, thank you. I'm not that I can on behalf of the Jews. Thank you for being our friends, but you guys are really good friends to have, and thank you for just your support. That's amazing. Do you have a moment in the club that you would look back on and say that was a turning point for me, or that was just my favorite thing that we did? A highlight, something that you guys came in and said, wow, that was awesome.
Can we start?
I have something, but you can go.
Lost in thought.
When I went to the Sky Zone thing, it wasn't just bouncing. There was some lessons in the beginning, and we were reading this packet about, I think it was Hanukkah. It was the holiday around the time, and it was talking about how you should display your menorah by your window so that other people can see it, and that other people can see that you're proud to be Jewish. And I think that really stuck with me, because I think that a lot of the time it can be easy to kind of internalize things such as anti-Semitism and racism in today's world. Being able to proudly show off that you are Jewish is a great thing to have, and I think that really stuck with me, how now people are able to proudly show it even when times are getting tough.
Are you sure you're not Jewish?
Yeah.
That was very
Amazing.
Usually when I ask that question, people are like, one time we made paper mache menorahs. That was amazing. Is that what you're about to say?
The apples.
I was gonna say making the apples and decorating them, but I don't know. It kind of just reminded me that religion isn't all just kind of this thing that you have to follow and be very strict with. Obviously, it's important to keep your morals, but also it can be fun, and maybe think of the Jewish religion as it's this colorful religion fostered on love and just really good morals. So.
Outstanding. Guys, round of applause.
That was
Amazing. Oh, you guys are so good. Thank you so much for doing this with us. This is great. You guys are
That was
great.
amazing, guys.
Wow. And we're back at Ridgewood JSU. I'm sitting with Emily, Isabella, and Maddie. So thank you guys for joining us. We started the conversation just a minute ago before the camera started rolling that you guys were saying that you guys are sort of a sandwich, that you were the two Jews on the side and the Christian in the middle, which is amazing that you guys are sitting here and you're clearly all really good friends and you're joking around and everything. Tell us a little bit sort of what it's like to come into a program like this where you're mixed and where not everybody's from the same background, but clearly you guys are really good friends and getting along. And in our world right now, I don't know if everybody saw in the news last night, for example, but there was this mass protest at Columbia and the police were called, and it can be scary sometimes. What's it like right now with the three of you being good friends and supporting each other?
I kind of came into the school new. I came here as a freshman. I transferred, and one of the things that I was looking forward to was having like this community of Jewish students. And to my surprise, there are other people that aren't Jewish that are part of this club, and it like fills me with joy the fact that there are other people here who value like Jews in their lives. And I find so much pride when like my friends who aren't Jewish come back to me and they tell me like some new fact that they learned about my religion and the way that we live. And I think it's just something that's really beautiful, the fact that like we can all sit in the same classroom and learn the same stories and all internalize it in different ways because it's something that I grew up with, and some people who didn't grow up with it but still see it as something so beautiful.
Great, very well said.
Yeah, as a Christian, I don't want to like have religion like separate us. I love having this a community and being with other friends, people of different religion, and connecting and like sharing some values, very similar things with Christianity and Judaism, and it's like very nice to see, and like it's lovely, all these lovely people in here as well, and it's a great community.
Can I ask you before you hand the mic to Maddie, how did you get involved in the JSU club?
My friend Maddie here
Maddie, okay,
brought
great.
me here one day last year, and we just started coming, and it was enjoyable, and I really liked this experience and learning new things, and it was really nice.
Okay, fantastic.
For me, I've been lucky enough in this world to never feel like I had to hide my Judaism. Like when I'm in temple, I'm surrounded by Jewish people, and when I'm in school, I'm surrounded by a mix of different cultures, and I've never really felt any need to not be myself, and that's really special. But when I come into JSU with like all the different mixes of people, Jewish and non-Jewish, I think it's like a really great place to share my culture in a school where not a lot of people are Jewish. There's a good Jewish population, but not everyone is Jewish, and I feel like it's really special to get to share that part of me and our culture.
Very, very well said, all three of you. Wow, it's hard to follow up. You know, the girls went before you guys, and now you're doing so well. You guys are all so well spoken. I still can't believe that none of this was like rehearsed beforehand, or you guys were preparing. Are you guys seniors, or
We're juniors.
You're juniors. Okay, so you could be part of the next group, hopefully, for next year. I see some funny looks. Yeah, Julia's nodding there. They're like, yeah, we've got plans for them. Okay, so we'll wrap it up here. You know, it was funny because we first interviewed, you know, 2 Jewish kids, and then we interviewed 2 not Jewish kids, and now we've got the mix. If you guys had a message to give to other JSU clubs or other schools or other humans, you know, that like this works. You guys are friends and you get along and you're supporting each other fully.
I guess just what he said, it works. I mean, I've known her since I was like,
Since I moved here.
Yeah, since you moved here in elementary school. And it's never really been an issue between like me and my friends to be Jewish or non-Jewish. Like it wasn't something that we were raised with, and therefore it was never a problem. It's like the problem only stems from being taught that it's wrong to be friends with people from other cultures. So I think the idea that we all grew up together in a way that it wasn't an issue, I think that's like really exemplifies the idea that we can all just be one group.
Yes, come to JSU and share your love.
JSU!
Yeah, excellent.
I think instead of seeing like our differences as something that divides us, we can see it as something that unites us, and we can all kind of find similarities like within each other. And I think that's really
Amazing. All right, that was fantastic.